friends, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ariel. Very nice to meet you. And today's video is going to be all about self-confidence, inspired by Shalon Lester and of course Rihanna. I chose Rihanna for this video because I don't think you can really think about someone that's confident without thinking of Rihanna. I think she is a true representation of what it means to be confident, authentic and assertive. She's a great inspiration to every single one of us, and today I'm going to break down reasons why I really think she's someone that we can all learn from. And we've all watched Rihanna grow. I mean, if you're like my age or in my age group, we've watched her grow from just being like a singer-songwriter to a fashion and beauty icon and a philanthropist. And every time I think about her achievements, I just get chills and I'm just like, wow, like I want to do that. I'm going to do that. And honestly, like, it's just been beautiful to watch. So I came across a video on YouTube a couple of months ago that inspired this video, and I was speaking to one of my friends just about like self-confidence, and I was like, you see how Rihanna is, and like you see how she just asserts herself. I think we can all learn something from her. So let's get straight into it. 1, 2, 3, go. One way that makes Rihanna extremely powerful is the fact that she identifies and embraces with her masculine and her feminine side. Every single person, regardless of what you identify as gender-wise, has a masculine and a feminine side. Why? Because energy is fluid. So men have feminine energy and men have masculine energy, and women have feminine energy and women have masculine energy. And depending on who you are and what your personality is like, some people have stronger elements of their energy in their personality than others. So for example, I would say I have more feminine energy than masculine energy, but I do have masculine energy. Like, it is innate. Every single person has it. I think in order to create a very balanced personality, it's essential that you embrace both sides, because feminine energy is associated with being extremely nurturing and calm and understanding and forgiving, and sometimes this can play out in situations where you're just being too passive when you need to be assertive. And masculine energy can come off as being very arrogant and just being very forthright and assertive, but actually you can be assertive without being arrogant, and you know, you can nurture people and put them into place without offending people or necessarily being rude. So this is where the yin and yang energy comes into play, where yin is associated with feminine energy and yang is associated with masculine energy. And in order for us to create a balanced human being, those different elements need to be in alignment and need to work and coexist peacefully. So that is the homework. We all need to look into ourselves and think, okay, what energy is more prominent in my personality and what can I harness in a better way? And I'm sure there is something, because nobody's perfect. Every single person, regardless of you being a celebrity or you being rich and famous or you just being a regular person, has things that they need to work on. And I think when we also look at our other favorite celebrities, we see the way sometimes these energies can manifest in a negative way or even in a positive way. So we appreciate Rihanna for balancing her masculine and her feminine energy in the best way that she can. Everything just makes sense. It's like nature, nurture. Everything comes together in order for you to create the best person that you can be. And I think knowing yourself, getting to know yourself, understanding what energy is more prominent in your personality can make you understand what you need to work on. So for me, I would say that I've used my masculine energy in the wrong way. So I know how to be very assertive, and I know when I feel like I need to protect myself. So there are times when I've maybe said things that were not so good, or I was being selfish, and my intent was never to hurt anyone. It was just like that automatic instinctual reaction to want to protect myself. That is masculine energy. But I think actually in hindsight, you can protect yourself without being rude, you know? Do you understand what I'm saying? So I do think, get to know yourself. Some of you might have more feminine energy. If you think you're more of like a passive person and you just let people push over you, you have no boundaries. You have no boundaries and you just let things fly, then you need to sit down within yourself and think, okay, you know what? My feminine energy is extremely present, which is a beautiful thing, because feminine energy is what I'm all about. Divine feminine, duh. So which is a beautiful thing, but you just need to know that, okay, in order for me to have a balanced personality and present myself better, I need to know when to assert myself, and obviously apply this if it's the other way around. We see this playing to Rihanna because we've seen situations where she has stood up for herself and she's been in interviews that have just been dumb, and we've seen the way she presents herself, and we've seen her love inside and all the charity work that she does, and like, I just look at her and I think, wow. And I think when you really study her, because I do my research before I make my videos, you understand what I'm talking about. So we love Riri. Another way to improve your self-confidence is to have something that you're very good at. Now with Rihanna, even though she's ventured into fashion and beauty and she's done acting, we know her for being an artist. I know Rihanna because of her music. She's an award-winning singer, songwriter, and that in itself is commendable. So every single person, I don't care, you have a talent or you have something that you're good at. I don't believe that some people say, oh, they have no talent. I just think you haven't discovered your talent yet. And if you think you have no talent, the way to find out your talent is to just try different things with no expectations. See what you like, pick up different hobbies and see, oh, okay, actually I don't like this, or maybe I do like this, whatever it is. But I guarantee you, if you do that for at least 6 months, you must find one thing that you're passionate about, or one thing that you genuinely enjoy doing. I know we live in a society now that commends not having substance, but in the long run it's not sustainable. Beauty is a currency, and I 110% agree, but guess what? Good looks may be able to get you through the door, but it's not going to be able to get you a seat at the table. And we want a seat at the table. I want to sit at the table. I don't want to just be through the door. I want to sit with the bosses and I want to pick their brains and I want to exchange ideas. Why? Because I feel like I have something to offer. And I think when you feel like you have something to offer, you become more confident because you have a sense of self-worth. See, everything goes hand in hand. So I think really get to know yourself, know your strengths and your weaknesses, understand and believe that you actually have something to offer. So that way, the way you present yourself and the way you assert yourself is just more positive, because you feel like you are of value, and you are of value. Once you start believing in it, you are going to manifest that. So everything goes hand in hand. I think self-worth and self-confidence is something that really should be talked about more, and I know that it's really hard to believe it if you don't believe it, and it's not something that happens overnight. It's not going to be just a switch that you just turn on and you're like, oh, okay, I feel good. It is a work in progress, and like everything in life, it takes time, and it's something that's definitely buildable. But guess what? I need every single person watching this to remember, do not attach what you look like to your self-worth and your self-confidence, because attractiveness is very subjective. But do you know one thing that's universally attractive? Confidence. You can make people believe that you are that person. I don't want to swear, my mom watches my channel. You can make people believe you are that person by just believing you are that person. When you walk into a room and act like you own that room, guess what? People are going to be like, oh, okay, let me sit up straight, you know, what's she about? Like, what's she doing, or what's he doing? And it's all about your energy. Your energy alone needs to speak volumes. When people are around you, they need to feel good. They need to feel like you are of value to them, because that way they respect you a lot more and they know what you have to offer. So everything really does tie together, and guess what? It all starts with you. So as you're watching this video, I want you to take tips and, more importantly, do some inner work and get to know yourself and understand what you have to offer. Okay, And lastly, embracing your vulnerability and accepting and overcoming negative experiences is an amazing way to become more confident. Anything that you accept and overcome can never be used against you, because you have accepted it and you've taken the necessary steps to overcome it. With Rihanna, we've seen her go through some heartbreaking moments, and the beautiful thing is she never ever folded. Like, she remained strong, she remained herself, and she powered through every single step. And now we look at her and we think, wow, like, you know, it's easy to see the good and forget the bad, but like, we're all human beings and we all go through negative and positive experiences, but it's the way you handle it that really shapes who you are, because everything is really all about perception. And I think it's really easy to be sucked into that negative space when something negative happens, but once you embrace that negative and flip it and accept it and embrace it, people will never ever be able to use it against you, because they've seen how you overcome it, how you've overcome this negative situation, and then now it becomes a strength. So I know it's hard. I struggle to be vulnerable as well, so my videos are also for myself, because I'm learning and, you know, I'm trying, guys. Like, I'm really trying, but it's a work in progress. It's not going to be done overnight. You know, some of us have really bad trust issues for whatever reason, but we just all need to learn to be more vulnerable and be more understanding. Because think about it, if everyone had a bit more empathy and was a bit more understanding, the world would be a better place. So I hope you enjoyed my video. This was just something short and sweet, and I just want you guys to always remember, you're amazing, you're beautiful, I love you, God loves you, and never ever doubt yourself. If you doubt yourself for a second, come back to this video and just remember and embrace all these beautiful things about yourself, so you can go to the world and flourish and be the star that I know you were born to be. Okay, love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and tell me. I love it when you, by the way, I love it when you guys comment and just like talk to me, because then I feel like people are actually engaging and I'm not just talking to the camera in my room. But no, I am very grateful. So thank you, I love you, and I'll see you really soon.